Welcome everybody tuning in. This is the Consolation game. The Foxes, who had a tie with the other team that went on to the finals. We did not make the point differential that we needed to get in. So we played the first team that we played before. This is the Sirens. I don't remember where they hail from. The Westside Sirens. Westside of what? I remember it being Ohio somewhere. So I think a local team, local-ish to the state at least. This is a team we narrowly beat, I think by 4-3 score or 3-2 the first game we played. So we're back at it with them. 8 seconds left to play until we start playing anyways. Team's going to look a little different. I think that we played this team the first time, the Westside Sirens. I think we're going to be short a little bit today. The Samuel's unable to make it. And so we got in late last night. We might be a little bit slight on the sleep side of it. We'll see. We're here early in the morning. Got here. Had to get up around 6. So hope the girls have enough in their tanks here early Sunday morning. Starting us off in net is going to be AB, otherwise known as Annabeth Stroya. Wager is going to play on defense with Lily Baldoff. We're going to have the Piper Peterson, Sioka, and T-Meyer leading us off. That's a little bit of a different line look. Peterson deep in the siren zone against the wall, trying to skate it forward. Sioka sends out front. Pass goes in. Backhand shot by T-Meyer. Fox is taking early lead, 1-0. Off the backhand of T-Meyer out in front, assisted by Piper Peterson, serving it out in front of the net. Lining up. We'll start this again. Out into the Fox's zone. Sioka gives chase. Sirens able to keep it in. Lowe will send it back out to the neutral. Good pressure there. Going to be offsides on the Foxes. T-Meyer just a little bit ahead of Peterson as she gains the zone. Back to neutral. Weger fighting it up. Well, the Sirens will gain the zone. Weger back and get her stick in the way. And that's T-Meyer off to the races. Gaining the zone. Gets her on one. Skating around. Looking for that. She'll send it out to Peterson. Now behind the net. Sioka gives chase. Back to Peterson. Peterson back to Sioka. Trying to center that pass. Cut off. Out the neutral. Kate Sproul comes in. That lane gets closed down. She'll send it across to Kate. Kate up to Peterson. Good tic-tac. Peterson gets chipped, but they'll send it in the line deep. Going to get icing on the Foxes. McCurdy Marks on the face-off with Hannah Vandekar and Holly Bell. I'm trying to think of who he. Kate Vandekar trying to chip it up. McCurdy Marks working with Bell. That puck is still in the Fox's zone. McCurdy Marks can pick it up, stop up, and she'll advance it to the neutral. And now with some steam, one-on-one, McCurdy Marks. Trying to get around, they get a stick on it. She'll take a shot into the glove. Still loose. McCurdy Marks picks it up, trying to wrap around centering pass. And now the Sirens charge back in deep into the Fox's zone. Kate Vandekar sending it up. McCurdy Marks finishing the job. She'll skate off. Onto the ice is Piper Peterson. Deep in the Siren zone. Hannah. Holly Ball keeping it in with the help of Peterson. Comes back out. Foxes need to reset. Going to be offsides for the Foxes. Sirens advance the puck into the Fox's zone. They'll send one in deep. Balled off working behind the net. Sends it up through the legs. Up and out. Going to be offsides on the Sirens. Wigger pushing up to Peterson. Gets chipped to center ice. Johnson stepping in, working against the boards. Lily steps up, standing strong, gets it out. Up the boards is Johnson giving chase. Gets her stick in there. Laudenbacher picks it up off. Now it's Peterson in the other side. Looking for that center pass just off the edge of Laudenbacher's stick. Pass cut off. But Moody gets back and chips it off the stick, slowing the Sirens' advance. Now back in the corner. Taking a weird hop on the Zamboni line. Laudenbacher. Peterson helping out. Chipping up to Peterson. Gets around. She's got a straight shot. All by herself. Trying that backhand shot. Can't lift it straight. Back behind the net. Laudenbacher steps in. Using her body to protect that puck. And go down. Well, it comes out to the point and out into the center. The Cates centering. It goes in. Laudenbacher couldn't clear the zone in time. Take the face-off here, center ice. McCurdy Marks, Sioka, and T-Meyer. I think we have an odd number of forwards here, so we're going to get different looks all game. T-Meyer digging it out of the corner. McCurdy Marks fighting there. Sioka getting a stick in there. Shot on a goal. And Stroya will bottle that one up. McCurdy Marks working hard, trying to clear it. Sirens keep it. He'll sling one wide of the net. Sproul to it first. So send it around the boards, and Sioka steps up. Sirens loft one in, out in front. It took a weird bounce. Deflection out in front that AB saw it all the way into her glove, stopping the play. It's pass out from the slot. We'll send it in. Stroh will glove it, stopping the play. Peterson able to chop it out into neutral off the faceoff. She's got some speed, trying to get in front of that pass. Back out the center, she'll turn it around and do it again. Dancing around, trying to advance the puck to the net. See it chipped from behind. It's Holly Bell. Wigger sending it back up to Peterson. Peterson in the slot, trying to make it around, taking the shot, goes wide of the net. They'll toss that one out. Baldoff back in neutral zone. Setting up the boards and into the Sirens. Bell working the puck along the walls. Wegger helping out. She'll send it wide. Young Hannah Vanderkar giving chase. Bell working the puck out of the corner. Send it out in front. What a shot by Peterson, standing strong in front of the crease. Not sure how they got anything on it. Bell and Vanderkar. Vanderkar. Peterson again. Takes a shot up and over the blocker. Peterson on the board. Foxes lead by 2. Good presence. Foxes with some good zone time in the Sirens' end. And on the second go-around, she's able to put it up and over. McCarty March taking the face off. And Johnson and Lautenbacher. Foxes send back to neutral. The Sirens back in. Sproul battle in the walls. That centering pass comes out of the point. And shot wide. Kate sends it up. And Lautenbacher. Foxes can't clear. Kate back with the puck now in the corner battling. Got some help. Lautenbacher and McCurdy Marks. Katie takes it up. And we're going to get a stop of play. Unsure what the call was there. Didn't see it. I guess Lautenbacher's going to get in the box. Tripping? Oh, this? Oh, that was roughing. Sorry, Lautenbacher's going to call for roughing. I didn't see the call. McCarty Marks taking the face-off. The Foxes on the penalty kill. McCarty Marks getting rustled up. Kate will chip it. Out from the slot, take a shot. Bounces off and destroys glove. Katie takes it back to Kate. And so Katie is Sproul and Kate is Vanderkar. Just use the Kate because it's going to be Kate and Kate on defense. It looks like that line's being consistent. Pass out the slot. The shot up and over the net. Katie working now up to Kate. Kate sending it to McCurdy Marks. It comes in, and Stroya able to collect it. Got a line change here as Baldoff and Wager step on the ice for defense. That defensive pair has been long-standing. Coaches had some funny stories about their pairing last night, that they're very similar in nature on and off the ice, or at least on the ice. Shot across the bow, into the corner. Mallory Moo Wager. You might hear people call. Back out the point. Shot coming in. Baldoff getting a stick in it. It's still loose. Baldoff trying to chip it out. They'll send it in the corner. Sioka up the boards, and that'll trickle out. Wager gives some chase, and now it's T-Meyer stepping up. The Sirens turn it around. Sioka with a good bat. Wager chips it up. That's going to trickle out back in the neutral zone. 30 seconds left on the penalty kill. Now it's Baldoff behind. Trying to get it up. Now back to Baldoff. She turns around. Trying to cut that out. And Baldoff and Wager. They're going down behind. T-Meyer trying to chip it up the boards. This centering pass by the Sirens. We got our fifth woman on the ice now. Peterson passes out to T-Meyer, and the Hawks has quickly turned this around. Able to get underneath T-Meyer and get her off her skates without drawing the penalty. The Sirens turn it back around. They'll dump it in deep. Katie will pick it up. Send it around the boards over to Kate. And they'll work it out. McCurdy Marks, Peterson, and T-Meyer on forwards this line. It comes all the way back to Sproul. Now into the Fox's zone. T-Meyer will skate it out. Using Peterson as a wall. Takes a shot. Hits the post. The centering pass over to Kate Vandekar. That is a cutoff. That's a foot race. What a save. And the follow-up shot goes up and over. Fox is avoiding that one. Goes back in deep. Bell steps up to help Kate. Bell working the boards. That pass up to Peterson. Can't get it out yet. The Sirens keep it in. Sirens still with possession. McCurdy Marsh gets in there. Now it's Bell. Pass up to Peterson. Peterson, backhand shot. Just wide of the net. Now it's Bell trying to center that pass. Balled off as she slides in. Now it's 1v1. The centering pass out across, nobody there to help. So Bell will take it. She'll get it out. And Peterson on the attack. She's got some speed. She gets in there. Trying to take a shot. Hits the face mask of the goalie. Out in front, Bell trying to get to it. Just gets past the stick. The Sirens clear it to the center. The Sirens coming in. Baldoff getting in the way, using her body. From the slot, Baldoff gets her foot in the way. They'll send one behind the net to the other side. Hannah trying to get in there. Centering pass, and now it's Johnson. Can't get it out. Bell will finally clear it to center. Sirens showing some life here in the end of the first period. Getting some zone time with the Foxes. Now it's Vandekar. Vandekar passing up to Johnson. Johnson will gain the zone. Passing over to Hannah. Goes through her legs. Sirens send it back. Sirens gain the zone. Foxes send it back. They reset quickly. Turn it around. Foxes find it. Laudenbacher with a great pass to T-Meyer. T-Meyer will set it. Goes off the post. She's back with it. Oh, it's Maeve. Centering pass to Laudenbacher. She takes a shot. Another shot off the post, too. Laudenbacher lines one up. It's still loose. Fox is trying to get that puck. It's heading out in front. The Sirens standing tall in front of the net. That'll do it here for the first period. Great series there for the Foxes to end it. Unable to get another one on the board, though. Back at him. Curdy Marks made the train, able to drive past into the Siren zone. Pass over to T-Meyer. T-Meyer takes a shot. Can't lift it enough. They get in front of it. Goalie taking some good shots and making some decent saves. Fox is generating a lot of good opportunities here. Good chip on the line. They finally do get it to center. McCurdy Marks turn it around, drive into the Sirens. Puck is still in. Sioka sends it in deep. T-Meyer will chip it. Still with the puck, trying to get around. T-Meyer looking for Peterson, trying to centering that pass. Peterson got some good interference in front of the net. Fox will turn it back in. Gotta be no icing, apparently. All right, open lane. Shot goes in the. Able to find an opening. The Sirens turn it around. Get a breakaway. The Sirens claw one back here. Foxes lead by one. Sirens on the attack again. Another shot into the glove. It came out for a second, and Stroya falls on it. Another shot on goal. Kate able to get a stick on it, lifting it up over the net. Out the point. That one comes in. Peterson in the way of it. Trying to push it up to Vandekar. They're going to be offsides on the Foxes. Battle in the center. Sirens hit it wide and put it on net. Dump it into the corner. Sirens still with possession, trying to center that. That's going to come all the way out. Johnson on the forecheck. They're able to turn around and back in the zone. Vanderkar with a good stick. Up to Lautenbacher. Lautenbacher sending it back to defense. Sproul sending it over. The cutoff going to be offsides as they slide that puck into the Fox's zone. Cody March taking the face off with Lautenbacher and Johnson. Oh, the other one we're missing is Swiatek, so maybe there was another one. Swiatek's having a busy day today as well. Cody Marks advancing the puck. Sirens able to. Lautenbacher is battling that puck. Bounces wide. Wager with some good back check by T-Meyer. Oh, they take the shot and they get it in. Up over the blocker. A quick one-timer. And just like that, the Foxes are tied with the Sirens. Peterson, Sioka, and T-Meyer on the ice. Kate and Katie on defense. Back to neutral ice. Sioka chipping it to Peterson. Peterson in the zone. Peterson gonna get caught for cross-checking? I didn't see it. She had possession of the puck. I'm not sure about that. Did you see that? So the Fox is on the penalty kill. I didn't see it. Ref was emphatic though. Puck coming in. Sproul working the boards. Center pass out. Kate able to get in front of it. All the way back to the net. They center out the point. T-Meyer trying to get stick on it. Some speed. Shot across the bow, back into the other corner. Katie will send it to Kate. Ivy again trying to chip that. Sioka trying to get it out to T-Meyer. Out from the slot. Kate just standing strong out in front, getting it, interfering with that puck. T-Meyer challenging the point. All back to Sproul. Sioka sends it all around the boards. Net comes out, and it's T-Meyer off to the races. Short-handed. Just goes wide of the net and into the corner. 42 seconds left on the power play for the Sirens. And Kate with a good touch pass all the way back into the Siren zone. Well, back to the Foxes zone. Pass over to, now it's T-Meyer. She's got another breakaway. She's coming on the strong side. She'll get it up and in. Short-handed goal by Ivy T-Meyer, putting the Foxes back in the lead. 15 seconds left on the penalty kill. Foxes pull ahead. Handing up to McCurdy Marks. Sirens leave it behind. Hannah getting in there. Now into the Foxes zone. Send one across the bow. It's balled off. Can't get everything on. He does get it to the neutral zone. She's laughing. Backing out. McCurdy Marks on the boards. Sirens still with. They're pretty well clumped together. That puck to trip out again. And it's Wager on the pressure forecheck. Hannah trying to get a stick on it. And they back into the Fox's zone. There's balled off. Up the boards. From the slot. Taking the shot. And AB will set that one down. We'll get a goalie change here. As Sophie Steele will gain the net. 7 minutes and 38 seconds left here in the second period. Lautenbacher, Johnson, Peterson on the ice. The Capes are back on defense. And it's Piper Peterson, glass and cash. They got a breakaway. Takes a shot, and they're able to save it. Looked like it trickled out of the glove at first. She's quickly able to recover. Peterson taking a shot off the faceoff, hitting the post. Lautenbacher keeping it in. Pass up to Johnson. Well, they're going to call it out. He was right there. Jason Vandekar disagrees with that call. He saw it as I saw it. Ref did not. Lautenbacher working it. Can't get it past the into the zone. They'll sling that one all the way on the other side. Vandekar up to Johnson. Well, back in. That comes out. It's Lautenbacher in the zone. Johnson trying to pass it over to Peterson. Peterson out in front, can't get it. She'll take a shot and we'll find it. Point blank range. McCurdy Marks and Sioka and T-Meyer. Backed by the Lily Moo defensive pairing. Maeve working that puck. Using her body to protect it. Trying to center it out to T-Meyer. Still working with the stick in there. Up the boards it goes. McCurdy Marks back to back balled off. Sioka sends it to center. Now it's T-Meyer. That's going to get a trip on T-Meyer. He'll send one in across the way into the corner. And Sirens will get to it first. The whistle goes. No penalty shot assessed. But the Foxes on the power play for 2 minutes. Looks like 99, maybe. T-Meyer, McCurdy Marks, Sioka. T-Meyer from essentially the point goes off the helmet, almost redirects into the net. The Sirens along the wall. Weger keeping it in the first time around. Up the ice it goes. Off the stick of Baldoff. That puck dies. Peterson trying to work. They go the other way. Wagger working the wall. Keeping it in. Good body positioning there. Still in. The Sirens up and up with it. Good chip by Sioka. Pass out and in and out, and going to be offsides. Time yourself first. Peterson on the face-off. Hannah and Holly. A puck takes an interesting bounce. It's Hannah on the attack. Up the boards and out. Peterson resetting. Skating around one. Taking the lane. Shot in the glove. It's loose. Bell trying to get a stick on it. Chips it wide. Now behind the net. 50 seconds left on the penalty kill. That's centering pass. So the Sirens, good pressure in the Fox's zone on man short. And now it's Peterson. Shot goes wide of the net into the corner. Hannah sending it up to Bell. Passing over to Peterson. Shot. No! Follow-up backhand. Bell can't make it. Straighten it just wide of the net, and 15 seconds left on the penalty kill. That is going to go all the way across and icing on the Sirens. Offensive face-off with 9 seconds left. Man advantage. Do you want to actually move this camera, Levi, to the action? You like got the lunch? Okay, now that our cameraman get back on it. Puck out to neutral ice. Sirens hold the line. But not against Maeve the Train for long. Get it back out. They'll chip that one in. Baldoff first two. Back to neutral. Johnson chipping it up and in. And it's T-Meyer. I'm sorry, Lautenbacher. Man, she got some rockets on today. Fox isn't able to keep it in. McCurdy Mark sends it across ice to Johnson. And back into the Siren zone. That puck picked up by Lautenbacher, steps up. Moo will send it in. Lane's cut off by the Sirens, up and out. Baldock able to get a skate on it. And the offsides on the Sirens. Peterson, Sioka, and T-Meyer. And the Kates. T-Meyer with the puck, and she'll dump it in. And Peterson driving to it first, picking up off the boards. Now behind the net, trying to center that pass. Sioka turns it around, shoots one wide. T-Meyer first to it. She'll chip it across the bow. That puck will come up and out. Kate will send it in. Katie. T-Meyer dancing around, taking the shot. Gets it in! High! And above the glove side of the net. Beautiful shot. T-Meyer, Ivy T-Meyer puts the Foxes ahead again by 2. It's your second? Or is that a third? I guess that is our third. Get off of that. Holly Bell at the pressure. Sirens gain the zone. Vandekar keeping her wide. and into the boards. Good defensive play by Kate. That puck will come up and out, and Hannah gives him chase. A little bit of a pick there. The Sirens trying to get it in. They'll take a shot from the point. Pass up to Bell, and Sirens drive it in deep. Send one across the paint. And now one behind the net. Bell with a cutoff there. Brady Marks pushes out the neutral. Now Holly Bell resuming the charge. Getting it in. Gets good stick on it. Trying to center that pass. The Sirens collapse around it. Hannah able to use her body and turn that around. Pinch him across. That puck goes in deep. Sproul sent it at the other side. Baldock fighting in there. And Bell back to help. Now it's Bell along the wall with McCurdy Marks. They just toss it up. The puck's going to die. There's Hannah giving chase. They'll send it back to the Fox's zone. Baldock. Cross-ice pass. Trying to find Peterson. And we're going to get a penalty here. The Foxes on Holly Bell. Holly Bell, interference call. Fox is now on the penalty kill. Baldock and Weger on the ice with Peterson and Johnson. Johnson will skate off. We have 5 on the ice. So Lautenbacher and Peterson. Sirens drive it in deep. Weger turns it around up to Peterson. Peterson will send it out to neutral. And that'll do it for the second period. Taking 12 seconds off the penalty clock, which will resume in the third. Touching me, you, sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. So good, so good, so good. And we're back at it. The crowd is all into the songs. Peterson and Lautenbacher face off. Lautenbacher won the forecheck. Peterson cut that lane off, and Lautenbacher in. Trying to center it out to Peterson. Peterson takes a shot. It's still loose, but they finally find it. They're coming in to take some hits on Peterson after the whistle. Shot from the face-off, just wide and high. Lautenbacher steps in there. They'll send it up the boards. That should be icing on the Sirens. So we'll take another offensive face-off. Good use of the penalty kill minutes. Johnson's going to take this face off with T-Meyer. The shot comes in on a steal. And she's going to fall on that puck. Minute and 10 seconds left on the penalty. Puck wide of the net. Vandekar sending it up to Johnson. Johnson trying to pass it out to T-Meyer. Now it's Johnson giving chase. She'll pick it up. Now behind. We're going to get it. So the Sirens going to go in the box for Hook and Johnson. Johnson not taking that one too kindly. So Johnson on the face-off again. 45 seconds left from the Fox's penalty kill. So we're going to get 4-on-4 action for as long. Johnson pushing it over to T-Meyer. T-Meyer wanted one up. On the boards. Moo trying to ball it. She'll work it back in deep, and Johnson now behind the net. T-Meyer will pick that one up over to Baldoff. Baldoff trying to find Johnson. I gotta say no icing. Tipping it up and past Weger. Baldoff over to Ivy. Ivy getting in the zone. Did a job keeping it wide. Ivy slows it up. Looking for Johnson in the slot. It'll be full strength by the Foxes. Now on the power play. They bat that one. It's going to go all the way on net. Baldoff back. Off the boards into the center. Now McCurdy Marks. Passing it over to Sioka. Sirens turn over. The Waggers there. McCurdy Marks now up. Vandekar holds the line. McCurdy Marks over to Hannah. Can't connect. McCurdy Marks. She'll throw one on net. No bounce it wide now. Sioka will give chase in the corner. Hannah able to pick it up. Trying to center that pass. And it stays in. Pate able to keep it in. Now stepping up is McCurdy Marks. That just goes wide of the net. McCurdy Marks now on the wall. Sioka picks it up. Trying to advance it out in front. McCurdy Marks just so tough to the puck. And netminder for the Sirens will cover. Back.
Over there is creeping. They're not
10 minutes and 36 seconds left here. Peterson on the ice. Back to full strength. Pass over to Lautenbacher. He's trying to pass it over to Johnson. Peterson behind the net, looking for the wraparound. Can't pull the trigger. Back to Vandekar. Trying to pull the trigger. She'll get it in the midway before they close the lane. Tick-tacking around. Lautenbacher ending up with it. Passing it up to Johnson. And back to on the boards, Johnson advancing it. Lautenbacher now in. Trying to wrap that around. A good stretch. Good stick lift there. Peterson. Johnson off the boards. The Sirens pick it up. 2-on-2. Baldoff keeping them wide. Centering pass out front. Back to help Lautenbacher. From the slot. They'll lift one up. Another shot off the post. Getting some good pressure. And Steele will bottle that one up. Steele not seeing a whole lot of action here in the latter second and third period. But up to the task. McCurdy marks. Getting it out, pass it up. Oh, great pass off the wall there. T-Meyer taking the shot. Goes high and up over. Back to center. That's going to be offsides for the Foxes. Take a face off here at center ice. Offsides on that pass. We'll get some new skates on. Hannah, Holly, and Piper. Again, the Kate's on back. Sirens advance the puck. All the way to the net. Hits the back of the net. Good drive by the Sirens. That bounces out in front. Steele will collect that one. Pass out of the zone. Fox's zone up to Piper. Piper tough on the boards. And Sproul will chip it up to Hannah. And they force her off the puck. Bell cuts off that outlet pass. The Sirens turn it around. Drop pass. The Sirens get it in deeper. Bell worked up to Peterson. Peterson taking it out wide, find the slot. Can't keep it in. Foxes toss it up and quickly reset. Can't handle the puck. And Bell getting in the way of that one. Well, Loft in the center. Bell trying to chip it forward. Good challenge by the Sirens. Throw one on net. It's loose and Steele will collect. A lot of back and forth there. Laudenbacher back to help. And she's going to skate it out. And chipped by the Sirens. Should have probably been something as they checked her. Up to McCurdy Marks. She'll get around one. She's got Lautenbacher. Foxes will gain the zone. To pass over to Lautenbacher, they're able to get the stick in the way. Call that offsides even though it didn't go across the line. Wager trying to get it in. She'll get back to that pass. Balled off. Backhanding it up. McCurdy Marks. Wave the train. Advancing it. Left it behind the wall. That shot goes on net. Steele will bounce it to the side. Balled off to collect. Up the boards and around. Offsides on the Foxes. Five minutes and 38 seconds left. I apologize for the yawn. Whew. Siren send one wide. Katie will send it up and out, and it's T-Meyer off to the races. She's got a breakaway. Takes a shot, hits a bar. It pops out. Peterson taking it back, lifting it up into the center mass, and the netminder collects it. Back to Vandekar. They cut that lane off. Puck comes out. T-Meyer stretches. Pass over to Sioka. Sioka gets challenged on the blue line. Back to Vandekar. Sends it out to neutral ice. They quickly reset from the slot. Take a shot wide. They're first to it. Center and pass. Some extracurricular activities in front of the net there. So if you're still able to find that puck before they can get to it. That pass is not up and out of the zone, Fox's zone. Hannah giving chase. Hannah with good pressure does pop out. Foxes having to take some time to reset. A lot of little puck action at the feet. A lot of swinging sticks. Sirens eventually get into the Fox's zone. Vandekar and Baldoff working the puck. Get it to McCurdy Marks. McCurdy Marks passing the bell. Trying to pass it back to McCurdy Marks. She holds the line, getting in the zone. Puck comes out. McCurdy Marks back to Baldoff. Trying to sling it up to Hannah. It's Holly Bell up to McCurdy Marks. She gets stopped. Bell comes in for the assist, and can't quite get to it. Back and forth in the action in the neutral zone. That pass gets cut off, and they take the advance. Fox is able to get back in time. Now in the corner. Baldoff sends it up the wall, cut off by the point. Point trying to line one up, pass one in. Back and deep. I can see Baldoff is tired.
He's tired.
That comes in, cut off by Peterson. Can't quite work it out. Foxes collapse around it. That shot comes in. Peterson trying to backhand it out. Foxes can't manage. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Pass out to the slot. Bell gets stick lifted. Back in deep, Peterson. He gets a hit from behind. Baldoff will send it out to center. So the Sirens having to clear. There you go, up to Lautenbacher. Lautenbacher getting around one. Dancing around, into the zone. Using her body to protect it. Baldoff is still on the ice. What is she doing? Pass out to center. The Sirens have to reset. They take it all the way back behind the net. Peterson cutting that pass off. Drive it, take the shot. Peterson, one more on the board. the Dolphin slide. What is that? I don't know. So at the minute and 30 seconds left, Lily again still on the ice. I don't know. Sioka, McCurry Marks, and T-Meyer on forwards. Maybe they're checking out Mao. Into the Siren zone. Chipping around Baldoff, but Sproul backing her up. Send it to neutral. T-Meyer chipping it. Curry Marks in there. She wants a goal. Back to the Fox's zone, Baldoff. Send it to T-Meyer. T-Meyer in the zone. Backhand shot wide of the net. Sioka trying to get to it. Can't. Back to Baldoff. Baldoff up to T-Meyer. McCurdy Marks on the attack. 30 seconds left. Around the boards. And the Sirens will dump. Toss it back to neutral ice. 20 seconds left. Sirens wanting out. Foxes block that pass. Another one. Shoka up to T-Meyer. And they'll stop it with 5 seconds left. T-Meyer, another shot. And that'll do it. The Foxes put another W on the board and win the consolation bracket. That concludes our broadcast here from the from the city of Cleveland, which has been good to us. So, last game of the season, girls put a win on the board. That'll conclude our broadcast. If you're going to the banquet, we'll see you there. Thanks for all the watching. We will conclude this broadcast. Safe travels, everyone.